Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel, Adore and I. If you're new, please subscribe and stick around. And if you're back, thank you for returning. Do not mind my little outfit. I'm in my bata. It's my grandma. She gave it to me when I was pregnant because I couldn't fit any of my clothes. So I think it's cute. But in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my 6-week postpartum update. This is going to be my last update for me. I'm still going to do updates for the baby, but that's about it. Baby's sleeping and I need to hurry up. So if I seem rushed, it's because I am.
Palace, what you cooking?
Why the only one that never lied to me was a scare? Feel like the only one that I can trust is my Glock. Ain't speaking in the streets cause in my cell ain't get no mail. Would you really talk to me if I never call? I've been going through some things, and I've been trying to explain, but it's hard to talk. I've been trying to maintain.
Having a vagina under reconstruction is so irritating and painful. Just want to put that out there. Like, you can't do anything with this. Like, all you can do is lay down on your back, because if anything is touching your good girl down there, it's gonna hurt really bad. You can't even cough, you can't sneeze, you can't laugh. Like, literally, you cannot laugh. It hurt to laugh. It was like this pressure down there. How can I explain this? Okay, so you ever had like one of those squishy toys when you squish it, like the eyes pop out, and then when you let it go, the eyes pop back in? It was like that. It was like squishing that thing, and your butthole and your good girl was popping out, and you had to hurry up and like stop laughing so it could pop back in because you did not want to pop a stitch. That's what it felt like to me. I don't know if it felt like that to anybody else, but to me, it hurt. I like literally had to save video so that I can watch it later, like now, because I could not watch it then. It hurt so bad. So keep that in mind. I don't pee on myself as much as I did when I was pregnant. Someone told me that you still pee on yourself, but I don't. I actually can hold my bladder for like 4 hours. I don't think that's good, but I can. Before, it was like 30 minutes tops, and I had to go. Like, I had to go now. So give or take that as a good 138 now. I was like 140, I think, in my last video, but I'm 138. I did gain a pound since then, but technically for my 6 weeks, I was 138, so I'm gonna stick with that. But I'm 139 now. But I'm gonna start dieting now. Not dieting, like I'm not gonna not eat anything, but I'm gonna cut down, because when I was pregnant, I was like, listen, I'm pregnant, might as well go all out. But now I'm gonna cut down on what I've been eating and try to like stay away from all that nasty food. And then I can start working out. So I've been walking, but I don't think I'm gonna actually like full-blown workout, but we'll see. Maybe like I can record myself trying to do a workout and show y'all, because that would be a funny view. If you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. So yeah. So let's start with week 1. So of course, week 1 was the week I gave birth. My pain wasn't that bad because I was still on medication from the hospital. They just gave me Motrin and Tylenol at the hospital, and then when I got home, I was just taking Motrin. So my pain wasn't that bad. Yeah, it just wasn't that bad. It was just like, I just gave birth. It was what I expected it to be. My leg still wasn't working. It was still giving up on me, going out every couple of steps. I talked about that in my last couple of videos about my birth experience, that I had nerve damage and it just really wasn't working out for me. So having a baby and getting my routine straight, I want to say it took me like 2 nights to get used to him and get a routine going with him and figure out why he does the things that he does. Of course, I know him way better now, and I know like, oh, that cry means this, or that cry means that, or maybe he just wants this. So I want to say it kicked in like really fast. And my first 2 nights with him, I was like, oh, okay, boom. I was really scared that it was gonna take me a little while to like get into mommy mode, but it actually happened really quick. So I was really proud of that. The only thing is, packing a baby bag is just, that gets me every single time. I always forget that when I'm leaving, I have to pack a baby bag. Like, it's not just me anymore. Like, with me, all I had to do was wake up, take a shower, put some clothes on, grab my Vaseline and my phone and my wallet if I was gonna need money that day and be out the door. And I could do all that in like 30 minutes. Now I have to make sure that baby's up. I have to make sure that his diaper's changed. I have to make sure I pack him clothes. I have to make sure his big bag's packed. I have to clean the bottles. I have to pack the bottles. I have to make sure that he just ate, because he can't go in the car if he's gonna want to eat 30 minutes later. He has to have a fresh bottle, fresh full stomach, and then put him in the car seat. And then I probably forget other stuff, because I already forgot to pack his nipples one time, the nipples to the bottle. So I was like, oh my gosh, thank God I had a bottle already with a nipple in it, so I just had to wash it and put the milk and everything in there. The next time I forgot the stuff for his little circumcision. And then the next time I forgot the water to make his bottles. I packed the formula and not the water. So I'm still getting in the hang of that. That is not a 30-minute process anymore. And then by the time I get him ready, I'm looking at myself and I'm not even dressed. My hair is not done and my teeth brushed. Now I gotta do me. And I'm like, oh my gosh. It's just, I need to get used to that. Realizing that sleep just isn't for me anymore. That's kind of sad. I like my sleep. I like sleeping. I was the type of person that would go to sleep at like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning and wake up at like 5 p.m. But I can't do that anymore. Can't do it at all. That kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Hopefully, he started sleeping through the night. He did it like 3 times so far. Hopefully, he'll do it every night soon, but we'll just see. So, eating, I couldn't eat my first week. It just felt weird in my stomach, like to eat something more than meat. I could probably eat like 4 chicken nuggets and I'll be like, no, I can't eat anymore. I'm done. Like, I would feel full. I guess it was because my stomach was just like going back into transition mode, and it was going back into this first place, and it was dropping down because the baby pushed everything up. But yeah, I just couldn't eat. Like, I had to eat maybe every 30 minutes a small meal or snack every 30 minutes to an hour to like keep full. But I did it because I wasn't even interested in eating. Like, I had no appetite whatsoever. Week 2 and week 3 I just made together because it was kind of all the same stuff happening in those 2 weeks. So the pain kicked in because I had to stop taking the Motrin because it was giving me fevers and headaches after I would take it. Like 30 minutes after that would happen, so I just stopped taking it and I just had to deal with the pain. Of course, sitting down hurt, standing up hurt, moving too fast hurt, laying a certain way hurt. If I'm laying in my bed and Chris accidentally bumps me, that hurt. Like, I'd be like, dude, and he'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, don't be sorry. Holding the baby on my stomach kind of hurt because my stomach was still adjusting. And his little foot would kick right down there. Oh my gosh. And then my dog jumped on the bed one time, and I swear his foot went clean in. I swear it did. I did tear 3rd degree in a left labia, I believe. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. So I'm just going to call it my LLT tear, left labia tear. And that's just what I'm talking about, because I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong, and I feel like I should know how to pronounce that since I'm a girl and I have 1 or 2, but I don't, and I'm sorry. So we're just going to call it LLT. That's what I'm talking about when I say. Week 2, I started pumping 2 ounces of milk. If you heard that, I swear I didn't fart. That was my foot going into my crock. Anyway, week 2, I started pumping about 2 ounces. The end of week 2, I started pumping 4, and then week 3, I was pumping 6 ounces, and I was doing 30-minute pump sessions. My lactation consultant told me to pump in 15-minute sessions, and when I started doing that, my milk supply started dropping. So if someone tells you to do that, don't, because I now don't make no milk, so it's up to you. My 3rd degree tear does not hurt as bad as the LLT tear. When I tell you the LLT tear, why am I saying tear? That's what the T stands for, Nyeesha. My LLT hurts so bad. Like, it hurts more than anything. Like, I'd rather give birth 1,000,000 times more than deal with this pain. It hurts so bad. Well, to me it does. Like, walking, oh my gosh, I have to like bend over sometimes and just like take a breather. Like, oh my gosh, chill. Like, ugh. So ice helps. It does. Ice packs, they feel really good. I just usually take a little Ziploc bag, put ice cubes in it, like 1 or 2, and then put a paper towel over it and just hold it there for a little while because, Lord. When I'm sitting in the car, I have like this little pillow I have to sit on because I cannot sit in the car for a long amount of time, like anything more than 10 minutes without it hurting. Especially like the bumps on the road, OMG. And the turning when your body's going like that. Oh, that hurts so bad. I could finally eat my week. I want to say the end of week 2. I could finally eat and not feel that feeling of like, oh, my stomach hurts. I still didn't want to eat. I still didn't have an appetite, but I could just eat a lot more than I could before. I'm still not eating as much as I was eating when I was pregnant. When I was pregnant, I was eating, but now I like half of that portion I can eat now. I stopped bleeding, but I still wear pads because I still had this slight discharge, especially from the stitches dissolving. Like, the stitches dissolving looks so creepy. Actually, story time. Cue the black and white. So, when I was in the shower, washing my good girl up, I wasn't shaved down there for obvious reasons, and I thought that I had a piece of hair stuck somewhere. So I pulled on it in the shower while I was washing up, and it was a stitch. When I tell you my stomach dropped, it hurt so bad. No. It didn't hurt. It just shocked me, I want to say. Like, it hurt. It wasn't like, oh my God, hurt. It was like, oh, whoa, dude, that was a stitch, not a hair. So if you have stitches, please don't pull on anything down there unless you are 100% sure it's a hair. And the thing is, like, I was pulling on it and nothing was happening. So the time I pulled, that's when it hurt. Like, I was like, oh, wow. I ran in my room. I was like, Chris, I almost want a stitch on. He's like, why would you do that? I was like, I didn't mean to. But yeah, under story time. Cue the regular color. Anyway, so yeah, stitches, leave them alone. The smell of birth. In my other video, I told you that it reeks of birth. The smell of birth stinks so bad. That smell lowered the 3rd week. It's not as bad as it was. Like, it was very, very strong before. It's still there, but it's just not as strong as it was. 4 and 5. So week 4 and 5, my milk supply ended up dropping to 2 ounces again. It went from 6 ounces to 2. And I say 6 ounces like 3 from this side, 3 from this side, 6 together, not 6 and 6. It went to 2, 1 and 1 equals 2 after that, and I feel like it was because I stopped pumping as much as I was. Like I said, the sessions I was doing 30, then I stopped and did 15. That did not work. Like, I wasn't getting any milk, and then on top of that, Chris ended up going back to work because he was with me the first week or 2, and I was being able to pump a lot more, like at least 3 times a day. You're supposed to pump at least 6 times a day, but I don't got time for that. So I was doing 3 times. And then when he went back to work, I was doing 1 time, and it just like completely was not helping. Like, nothing was happening. So my good girl started getting just a little itchy down there because my stitches were falling out and they were healing, which I was told it was normal. But it just was like a really irritating feeling. Like, you just want to kind of rub your legs together to make the itch go away because you can't like physically scratch it. But yeah, normal. At least I was told it was normal. My 3rd degree tear stopped hurting completely, like the 3rd week. It doesn't hurt anymore. My LLT tear hurts. My LLT hurts really bad. But other than that, my 3rd degree tear doesn't hurt. Like, it doesn't give me no problems. I got my appetite back. I do want to eat a lot more now. Like, right now I'll be like, oh, I want a burger, I want pizza, I want noodles, I want oatmeal. I have to stop doing that though, because it's just a very bad mix in my stomach at the end of the day, because I just want to eat everything in sight. So I did get my appetite back, but I'm trying to like make it go away some because it's a little crazy. I can walk normal. I can sit down normal. My LLT still hurts a wee bit. Like, sometimes out of the blue, I'll just get like this sharp pain and I'll be like, oh yeah, I just gave birth, I forgot. But it like kind of like snaps me back into that moment. But anyway, yeah, so like right now I'm sitting on my left leg, and that's not because of the tear. It's actually because I ran out of the pads I showed you guys in my other postpartum videos that my aunt bought me. So I ended up not buying more, and I ended up just using a pad that I used before I was pregnant, like for my actual period. And I'm allergic to it, and you can imagine what happened to my good girl. She is fully blown up, and it hurts so bad. That's why I'm sitting like this, not because of the tear. I can sit, I can stand, I can walk normal, I can wear clothes, everything's fine. It hurts a little bit, but not to the point where it's affecting me doing anything. I did have some slight stomach cramping, and I kind of felt like I was getting my period, but it was only for like a day, and it went away. So I don't know what that was. I did end up getting like a little bit of my sex drive back. Before I was just like, ew, no, I'm not doing that again. No. We're gonna have to wait like 4 months, maybe 2 years before we do anything like that. Like, I'm ruined down there, no. But then sometimes I'll catch myself now and I'll be like, I need to hurry up and heal. I'll be like, oh, you look a little fine today. Like, what you got on? Like, you smell nice. Did you get a haircut? Why are you crying in my video? Anyway, so yeah, it's a little back, but it's not like anything too bad. I can do with it. I'm not going to do nothing because obviously it hurts, like I said, and I don't want another kid right now, but just saying. So, week 6, I stopped wearing pads. Week 6, this is this week. I stopped wearing pads, because of obvious reasons, like I just said. I had allergic reaction and I don't want a pad rubbing against that, and yeah, so I just stopped. I'm trying to let it air out. I stopped pumping for reasons I'm gonna tell you in my baby's 2nd month update. I finally shaved. So when I was pregnant, I wasn't allowed to shave after week 37 because they said basically when you shave, you give yourself open cuts that you don't know about because they're so small. And if you do have to have a C-section, you can actually give yourself a higher risk of infection because of the small open wounds. So I wasn't allowed to shave till then. I am a hairy specimen, so yeah, she pushed out real quick. But anyway, Chris was still scared to cut me. Chris was too scared to shave me when I was pregnant. I couldn't see myself. He thought he was gonna he thought he was gonna shave a lip off, a lip or two, but whatever. So finally got to shave, finally can see her. Hello. Chris said that she was like, thank you. And I was like, shut up. It wasn't that bad. It was that bad though. It really was, like, yeah. And in my legs too. Like, I'd never had that much body hair ever. Like, it took us like 2 hours. He literally had to help me to get like all my hair off. Like, it was terrible. So finally, she's back. I can sit, like I said, I can ride in the car. I do still have my pillow just because it feels better, but yeah. There's no more pressure, like that pressure that I explained at the beginning. I really feel like the pressure was only there when I had to pee because every time I stood up, that's when the pressure, like everything was kind of like dropping down. That's what it felt like. That doesn't happen anymore. Thank goodness. I feel normal. I feel like I'm 97% back to being my normal self. Like I said, it's probably gonna take 2 more weeks for my teeth to heal. So hopefully by then I'll be 100% back to myself. But for right now, I'm getting there. My doctor's appointment, my 6-week doctor's appointment. Boy, girl, person watching. When I tell you, I was scared. I was so scared. I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna touch it. It's gonna hurt. Oh! So let's just start from the beginning. So when I went in the hospital, everything was straight. The nurse was doing what she does, taking your blood pressure. She was like, you have to pee. And I was like, do I still have to do this? She was like, no. I was like, oh, I don't gotta pee in the cup no more. Anyway, she asked me about my birth. That was about it. She said, get undressed, waist down. She gave me the little blanket, lay down. The doctor came and she was like, do you have pictures? I showed her pictures of my baby. Of course, I had a whole bunch to show. Then she was like, okay, lay back. And I was like, lay back. So soon I have more pictures. I have videos. Like, wait, let me show you what he did yesterday. I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, I can FaceTime him right now. Chris is with him. You can see him live in person. Like, oh, I was so scared. So I laid back. She asked me, she didn't touch anything. She was asking me questions. She was just like, what does your pain feel like? What's been happening? Blah, blah, blah. Basically everything I just explained to y'all. And then, she was like, okay, open up. And I was like, ooh, open up. I got more explaining to do. Why are you trying to rush this? I was so scared. Anyway, so I opened up. Had no choice. I was very sad that I had to do it. I wanted to go to sleep, but I couldn't. yeah, so she started touching around, and I told her that my LLT still hurt, not the 3rd degree. So she was looking at that. She touched it, it hurt a little bit. Then she kind of like sat back up, and I was like, oh, that's it? Whew, that's not as bad as I thought. But then she pulled out the little spotlight that they take out, and she beamed it right on my good girl. I was like, oh, it's not a good thing. Then she starts taking her fingers, and she's like stretching. Oh, it hurt so bad. I laid back and I was just like, Lord, if you're there, please be with me. Give me the strength. It hurt so bad. I'm dramatic, so I'm not going to say that it didn't hurt because I am dramatic. It probably did, but when I tell you it hurt, it hurt. I don't care what anybody has to say about it. It hurt. So I was upset, but I had to deal with it, so I'm just dealing with it. It's hurting. So then she pulls back, and I'm like, okay, thank God it's done. She's like, okay, so it's not healed all the way. It probably take about 2 weeks. I'm like, okay, I'm getting ready to sit up. She's like, no, don't sit up. I have to go put some cream on it. Cream? What kind of cream? Wait, what are you talking about? What do you mean? You got to do that again? So she goes and she gets the cream. Oh, I completely forgot the part where she stuck her finger in there. And then she like went like that and like pressed down on my 3rd degree tear to see, I guess, if the skin would come apart. I don't know, but that hurt too. And I was like, oh, she's like, okay, it's still a little tender down there. You think? Do you think? Anyway, so yeah, she went to go get the cream. She comes back and I'm tense. Like my legs is like, she's like, open up. I'm like, you're not doing that again. She's like, I'm not gonna stick my finger in there. I'm just gonna touch it. So I'm like, my little legs was like open it a little time. So she puts the cream on it. She like does the same thing. She like opens it. She puts the cream on it. The cream started burning. I'm like, listen, you told me this wasn't gonna hurt. She did. When I first went in there, I told her I was scared. She said, it's not gonna be that bad. They be lying. Anyway, it stung. Everything hurt. I was mad. So then she was like, okay, sit up. I couldn't even sit up. Like, I was literally sitting on my left butt cheek. I was just like this. And she's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. No, I was not okay. It hurt. It really did. So then, after that, she started talking about my birth control options. We discussed that I wanted the shot. She called it in. She said, make an appointment whenever you want. And then I have to come back in December for my annual. But that was about it for my doctor's appointment. When I tell you, walking into the hospital, like, it felt so weird because I was like, I was just here and I gave birth to a baby. Like, I literally had a baby. It was just so weird. But, yeah. So, that was it for my 6-week postpartum update. I'm basically healed. I don't even have to go back to the doctor unless she says after 2 weeks it still hurts. If it still hurts, I have to go back. So, I'm hoping I heal because I don't want to go back because I don't want to do that again. But, yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video, took anything out of this video, learned from this video, I made you laugh, made you smile, made you smirk, anything, like, comment, and share this video with your friends. And please subscribe. But yeah, that's it. So, thank you guys. Bye.